Cookie.
Hi. Yeah.
Good
Yeah. Good
evening.
evening.
Yes. How are you today?
Today I'm a little bit tired because I need to prepare my presentation.
Mm-hmm.
That is mm, that will be held next week, next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The presentation is in a little bit big event.
Mm-hmm. It's a big event.
Yeah, it's big event
Mm-hmm.
that is streamed on website, and
Mm-hmm.
so uh, I heard that more than 700 people
Mm-hmm.
registered that event already.
Joining that event.
Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I feel a little bit nervous.
Yes, because of that, the
Yeah.
crowd.
Yes, that's right.
Mm-hmm. But you need to be strong. You need to be resilient, right?
Yeah, that's right, of course.
Yes, because you cannot speak,
hmm
you cannot express if you feel nervous.
hmm
Yes, okay, but you need to prepare a lot, right?
Yes, that's right.
Mm-hmm. So good luck, Cookie, for
Thank
your
you. I
presentation.
appreciate.
Okay, so and thank you also for choosing me as your teacher tonight. So this is
hmm
your first lesson.
Oh, I can say this is my second time with you.
Yes, this is your second time
hmm
with me,
hmm
but today this is your first lesson.
Yeah.
No,
So yeah, this is my fourth and the last
Mhm.
lesson.
First and last lesson.
Yes.
So after this, you need to go to bed.
I need to prepare my
You need to
presentation.
prepare. So you have an overtime.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. But even though it was hard for you,
hmm
yes, I think you can do it.
hmm
Okay? Yes. Thank you, Cookie. So are you ready now?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, very good. So your chosen textbook, Cookie, is Daily News, category word, chapter 7327. One fifth of Americans rely on news influencers. Is this correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay, very good. So please read again the title, Cookie.
Okay. One fifth of Americans rely on news influencers.
Correct, very good. Okay, and now let's proceed to our words and phrases. And I play again the US pronunciation. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and now let's have the first word.
Shape.
Shape.
Shape, very good. Shape is a verb which means to influence the way something develops or looks. Example, Cookie?
Okay. Teachers can shape a child's future by inspiring them to dream big.
Very good. Okay, next.
Consumption.
Consumption.
Consumption, very good. Consumption is a noun which means the act of using something, especially media, energy, or resources. Example?
Streaming services make the consumption of movies and shows easier.
Very good. Okay, next.
Explicitly.
Explicitly.
Explicitly, very good. Explicitly is an adverb which means in a clear and detailed way, leaving no room for confusion. Example?
The instructions explicitly state not to open the box before delivery.
Very good. Okay, next.
Affiliated.
Affiliated.
Affiliated, very good. Affiliated is an adjective which means officially connected or associated with a large group or organization. Example?
The hospital is affiliated with a famous university.
Correct, very good. And the last?
Delineated.
Delineated.
Very good. Delineated is an adjective which means clearly described or shown with details. Example?
The map clearly shows the delineated boundaries of each region.
Correct. Very good. Do you have any question, Cookie?
No, I don't.
Okay, very good. Good job, Cookie. And now let's proceed to our comprehension. So please read our questions. Number one.
Where are increasing numbers of young US adults getting their news from?
Very good. Number two.
What political views were news influencers more likely to have?
Very good. And number three.
How do news influencers differ from journalists?
Correct. Very good. And now let's proceed to our article, Cookie. And again, I play the US pronunciation. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
1/5 of Americans rely on news influencers. A new study shows increasing numbers of young adult Americans are getting their news from social media influencers. 1/5 of US adults reported they regularly get their news from online news influencers. For young adults aged 18 to 29, that number climbed to nearly 40%. Getting news from influencers helps shape understanding of current events and civic issues for 65%. The Pew study analyzed 500 popular news influencers with more than 100,000 followers and surveyed 10,658 Americans about their news consumption. The survey was conducted over 3 weeks during the run-up to the 2024 presidential election. The study found news influencers were more likely to be conservative, with 27% explicitly identifying as Republican compared to 21% identifying as liberal. Most news influencers have never been employed by a news outlet, with 77% reporting they have never been affiliated with a news media organization. They differ from trained journalists in how they report facts. Influencers often present their opinions as reportable facts and weave their views into current events. News organizations have clearly delineated fact and opinion sections. Both candidates engaged with influencers. Trump chose to almost exclusively interact with friendly news influencers, providing millions of young voters with a mostly glowing impression of the candidate.
Okay. Would you like to play again, Cookie?
No need.
No need. Okay. So now let's proceed to answer the questions. Number one. Where are increasing numbers of young US adults getting their news from? Mhm.
The increasing numbers of young US adults are getting their news from social media influencers.
Correct, very good. So, increasing numbers of young US adults are getting their news from social media influencers. Yes, because based on our first paragraph, a new study shows increasing numbers of young adult Americans are getting their news from social media influencers. Okay. Do you have any question?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, very good. Next, what political views were news influencers more likely to have? Mhm.
Mm, influencers are more likely to be conservative.
Yes. So news influencers were more likely to have conservative views.
Mm,
Because based on our third paragraph, the study found news influencers were more likely to be conservative, with 27% implicitly identifying as Republican compared to 21% identifying as liberal. Okay?
what is a Republican?
Republican.
Republican. What's
Mhm.
that?
Ah, okay. So when we say Republican, mhm, I chat it into the chat box. Mhm. Okay. Form of government, constitution. Ah,
Mm,
okay. So democratic, popular.
ah,
Mhm.
mm,
Yes. So the similar or opposite words. Mhm.
mm,
Representative. I think the very common is representative.
mm.
Mm-hmm. Okay?
Okay.
Yes. Next, how do news influencers differ from journalists? Mm-hmm.
Um, they are differ from journalists in how they report facts.
Mm-hmm.
Because those influencers often present their opinions as reportable facts and weave their views into current events.
Yes, very good. So influencers differ from journalists in how they report facts. Because based in our fourth paragraph, most news influencers have never been employed by a news outlet.
Mm,
With 77% reporting they have never been affiliated with a news media organization. They differ from trained journalists in how they report facts. Yes. So how about you, Cookie? You want to be a journalist?
Um, no,
No, you don't. Why?
yeah, so I'm not so interested in so kind of
Mhm.
reporting tasks or
Mhm.
so describing some newspapers or
Mhm.
articles or
Mhm.
stories. So yeah, I I'm, I don't like that task.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to be a journalist.
Mhm. Yes. So some they want, but some they don't.
Hmm.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Cookie. Again, do you have any question?
Um, mm, mm, I don't have any questions so far.
Okay, very good. Now let's proceed to read out. So you may start now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
One-fifth of Americans rely on news influencers. A new study shows increasing numbers of young adult Americans are getting their news from social media influencers. One-fifth of US adults reported they regularly get their news from online news influencers. For young adults aged 18 to 29, that number climbed to nearly 40%. Getting getting news from influencers helps shape understanding of current events and civic issues for 65%. They the Pew study analyzed 500 popular news influencers with more than 100,000 followers and surveyed 10,658 Americans about their news consumption. The survey was conducted over 3 weeks during the run up to the 2024 presidential election. The study found news influencers were more likely to be conservative, with 27% explicitly identifying as Republican, compared to 21% identifying as liberal. More news influencers have never been employed by a news outlet, with 77% reporting they have never been affiliated with a news media organization. They differ from trained journalists in how they report facts. Influencers often present their opinions as reportable facts and weave their views into current events. News organizations have clearly delineated fact and opinion sections. Both candidates engaged with influencers. Trump chose to almost exclusively interact with friendly news influencers, providing millions of young voters with a mostly glowing, glowing impression of the candidate.
Yes, very good, Cookie. Okay, you read it. You use the slash. Okay, you read it correctly. Do you have any question?
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, very good. Now let's proceed to discussion. So number one, where do you tend to get most of your news from? A. Social media or B. Traditional outlets? Mm-hmm.
Mm. Uh, I tend to get most of news from mm, social media.
Social media.
Yeah, including
Mm-hmm.
YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, like this article says, I'm younger generation,
Mm-hmm.
so
Uh-huh.
yeah, but I don't have the I don't have any my specific news influencers.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so some I when I hear something happening in Japan or in the world,
Mm-hmm.
I I research the the content in YouTube and
Mm-hmm.
get the
You're
information.
interested.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so some traditional outlets have
Mm-hmm.
their channel on YouTube. So yeah, I subscribe some of the traditional outlets on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So they
Mm-hmm.
provide me some yeah, information of the recent events.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, considering that, I can say so. I get news from the traditional outlets via so modern tool or modern channel.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So you choose both.
Yep, both of them.
Yes. Okay. So I sent these both answers to you in your chat box, Cookie. Okay?
Thank you.
Yes. Welcome. Next. Question number two. Do you think A, news influencers, or B, journalists are better? So which one?
Uh, mm, Honestly, or generally speaking, the journalists are
Mm-hmm.
better because their uh, job is actually so reporting or reporting the facts and
The
creating
facts,
the
yes.
creating a sure article based on the facts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So the journalists are very highly
Mm-hmm.
responsible to their articles or yeah, what they create.
Yes.
So I I can trust more journalists than
Than
influencers.
influencers.
Yeah, because
Mm-hmm.
influencers uh, can be changed by the money from
Mm-hmm.
the patrons or some intuitions,
Mm-hmm.
intentions by someone.
Intentions, yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bad
So
intentions.
yeah. So right, this article says Trump. I think the Trump paid a lot of money
Mm-hmm.
to very popular
Mm-hmm.
influencer to acquire a lot of supporters.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know whether that supporting for uh, that influencer the supporting Trump is their actual opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. So yeah, influencers are very. I think influencers are more focusing on earning money.
Mm-hmm. Earning money.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
than rather than so reporting the facts.
Yes. So journalists, they need to like report
Mm-hmm.
the not lies,
Mm-hmm.
but they need to report the true
Mm-hmm.
report or the true facts. Yes. So it's their job
Yeah,
being
yeah,
a journalist
yeah.
and a
Yes.
reporter.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. But the influencers, they want to earn more money.
Yeah.
Yes. Like for example, paying from YouTube so they can
Yes.
earn.
Yeah.
Even
YouTube
though
Dream.
Mhm.
Yeah, like the YouTube
Yes.
Dream.
Yes. So they only think money, not the
Yeah,
facts.
it seems sometimes it seems to be true. So
Sometimes.
sometimes
Mm-hmm.
that influencers only need or only focusing on that earning money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes
Mm-hmm.
I see the situation. Hmm. Yeah, but I don't know whether which influencers are truly report the fact or
Mm-hmm.
their true opinion or
Mm-hmm.
something like that. So, hmm. But journalists or for journalists, mm, it is a job of them.
Yes.
So they need to be responsible for their
Yes.
opinions or their medias or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Because if they don't want the true
Mm-hmm.
uh, report or facts report, so maybe some of the people they can file a libel
Mm-hmm.
about the journalists or reporters.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sometimes influencers can make us fun
Mm-hmm.
or entertaining
Mm-hmm.
us. Yes, but some are true also,
Mm-hmm.
not all the time. Yes, okay, thank you, Cookie. So your answer is B.
Yeah, B.
Yes, I think journalists are better than news influencers.
Mm.
Okay, this is because they have a reputation, correct?
Mm.
Reputation for more
Reputation.
reliable information, and I can trust that their news is more measured.
Mm.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes,
Reliable.
reliable, and
Reliable.
yes, they need to protect their reputation.
Mm.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Cookie. Next, do you think news should be clearly delineated into fact and opinion? Mm-hmm.
Mm. Of course, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is definitely obviously
Mm-hmm.
true.
Mm-hmm.
And so, some in Japan we have a lot of some dominant newspaper company, but
Mm-hmm.
there are some characteristics of them, each of them, and one of the company, right,
Mm-hmm.
right opinion
Mm-hmm.
as fact. So
Mm-hmm.
it is very confusing and confusing
Mm-hmm.
us. So I think that is very big program because it causes the misunderstanding of
Correct.
our so people in Japan. Yeah, so I don't like writing opinion
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
as fact. So um, we should delineate fact and opinion.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Okay. Yes. So your answer, Cookie, is yes.
mm,
So I think news should be clearly delineated into fact and opinion. This is
mm,
because it helps the audience interpret information without influence and prevents confusion or misinformation
mm, mm,
or misunderstanding.
mm, mm.
Yes, very good. Okay, thank you, Cookie. Okay, next. Do you think news influencers' affiliation with a particular political party are an issue? Mm-hmm.
Um, mm, it is not so problem
Mm-hmm.
as long as uh, the younger generation has younger generations have their own opinions, but
Mm-hmm.
so it is difficult for younger people to have their
Mm-hmm.
so so to read their opinions.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they are highly affected by their favorite influencers. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, some of the affiliations between influencers, popular influencers, with the political party, cause some manipulation by the
Mm-hmm. Some trouble.
yeah, some trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it means rich people can manipulate our
Mm-hmm.
opinions by controlling the influencers by money.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Yeah, so I think it is problem for the society.
Yeah, because of the money.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.